Yep.
Alright, on you.
3, 2, 1. Take him.
We live?
Go live.
Hello, Warfighters. War is hell. Welcome to a brand new episode of Arma 3 multiplayer gameplay and Arma 3 Milsim with the Milsim Unit Task Force Odin. Now, we're already starting to see the consequences of what transpired in the previous mission. We engaged Belarusian forces, and it wasn't something that we did by choice. We were driving down the road, going to objective number 1, where we ran into a group of them. They started firing at us, but we were able to successfully disengage, and we were trying to just get away from them when we ran into another group of Belarusian forces, and it was pretty close when we ended up seeing them. So they had done some damage to us. We obviously had to start engaging them to be able to defend ourselves. But because there was that direct engagement with Belarusian forces, there are now helicopter patrols overhead, which is going to make it difficult for us to get to our various objectives without being spotted. And obviously, if we start engaging those helicopters, then they're going to start turning their attention towards us. And that's usually not a fight that we are going to be able to win. Now, what this mission is going to be all about is trying to get to the money men of CSAT. Remember, they are here in Belarus to try and sway the people and the government in favor of CSAT with the hopes of Belarus joining CSAT in the future. So if we can get the money men, the hope is that we can get some more information about what is going on here in this country and maybe get some information about what CSAT's doing elsewhere in the world. Now, there's 2 money men that we know of, and we're going to be sending a couple teams to each position to try to see if we can grab them and start getting some information out of them. So we're going to be going for one. Other team's going to be going for another person. And then as a distraction, or a diversion, I should say, we've got a third team of TFO who's going to be hitting a Belarusian convoy. Just to knowing that they're passing through the area, we obviously want to try to take them out so that way they don't get diverted to take any of us out. We're going to be starting out with the cover of night to get to our position, and then it's going to turn into day. And you'll see how this all goes here in the first part as Pitts and I are going to start moving to our position to try to see if we can get some good eyes on the location of the money man that we're responsible for trying to take. That's what you're going to see here in these first parts.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. Went, Pitt Senior, and Berserk. You're moving with Rod. Rod's gonna lead you guys to LUP R1. You're going to set up and get eyes onto the compound from that end. Myself and Snack are going to move through the fields to the east, and we're gonna hit that farmhouse. We're gonna try and pincer these guys.
Pitts, Rod, we're not going to move until at least 2 to 3 minutes from now. You need time to move to get on target, so.
Yeah, you firm? So Snack, if I can get you on me, we're gonna boogie across this fucking field.
Right here.
Me and you get the fun part.
I'll take that.
Yeah. I was like, well, he has the LMG. We're hitting him on the blind side. I need the fire superiority over there. So, here we go.
It's just going to be hard PIDing in this.
We're not hitting till day.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping we have the dude in the fucking bright shirt.
Oh, me too.
That'll make life easy. All right, we're going to book across to that tree line just ahead of us to the northeast.
All right.
Snack and I are crossing the field now.
Copy, I'm tracking you on CTAP. We'll move out in about 2 minutes.
Hold up, do you think we can get eyes on from that fucking tower there?
I was just thinking the same thing.
All right,
you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right.
Raider, be advised, slight interrogative. We're gonna check out this little tower here.
We get some view, but
Of like the northwest, but not really. I mean, of the tower, I guess. Do we want to just kick off from here? We're still on that blind side and we have cover.
It's up to you, man. I mean, I've got eyes on 4 dudes outside of, or 2 outside of the farmhouse, 2 inside. Here,
Okay.
I'll move so you can see. Would you be better off up here, and then if I built a little trench down at the base?
Thing is I really only have actionable area of like the back of the at the back.
Gotcha.
Like I can see, but getting my rifle out is like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I can really I've got this little zone as a kill zone. Outside of that, I'm useless.
Gotcha.
I think if we hold right
Pitts Rodriguez, we're Oscar Mike.
there,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
we'll have the same area and we'll have tree coverage. But what we can do is if shit starts really kicking off, we can use this as a holdable point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that worked. Oh God. At least I'm fine.
Just gonna move along this defilade.
Snag, this spot's pretty good right here within the rocks. Rod, let me know when you guys are set.
Copy. We're on R1 now. We're just starting to entrench.
Solid copy. Once you guys are entrenched and ready to go, let me know and I'll relay to command.
I'm gonna dig a trench up here just in case.
Heard that. Raiders just entrenching now, we'll be good to go.
I'm just worried in the day how this fog is going to be.
Pitts, do you have any eyes on?
Affirm, I've got eyes on the rear of the farmhouse to the east. Slight visual on the compound itself. I'd say like the southwest side where the, southeast side where the light posts are.
Affirm, I can see where the light posts are. I can also see targets inside the long building and the windows. I got 2 targets, one standing beneath the light post, another one standing by outside in front of a sedan, and then 2 more targets to the right of the weapons cache itself. Or sorry, that looks like a netted bunker.
Copy.
I'm counting ×8 EI, concentrated in the center of the compound.
This is Raider 1. Raider is set and ready.
Pitts and I are going to wait here for a while because it is going to turn to day in just a little bit. And the first thing that we recognize is that our visibility is even more restricted than what we had been seeing here at night. So this is going to pose a major problem to the plan that we had kind of put together. You'll see how we adapt to it and what transpires in this next part. There is some action up ahead.
How's the fog on your end?
We still have positive ID on the ×8 EI on the center of the compound.
Solid copy.
All are confirmed armed.
Do we have any visual on one of the two dealers?
Negative, no movement.
Copy. We'll hold here until we can get eyes on one of them.
We're blindsided by 2 buildings on the north and south sides of the compound.
Copy.
And the long farmhouse up by between you and I, it's suspect as well. There we got ×2 EI confirmed back on nighttime, but there could be more.
Solid copy.
I'm trying to think how we can get closer with with having some type of cover, but I don't see anything. I mean, we've got these, I think there's stone walls to the northwest, but still it doesn't get us that much closer. Like, I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, let's inch up and just see.
Okay.
Check it out, I guess.
You thinking that farthest stone wall to the west?
Pitts, we're pulling back. We still have a 2-man patrol circling the area counterclockwise. Clockwise, sorry.
Heard that.
You seen anything?
I've got better visual, but I can't see anybody moving around at this time, so I don't know if they moved inside or if they moved to the other side into the other team's blind spot. Has negative PID on our HBT this time.
This is a tricky one, man.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say screw it, and let's go get up in close and personal. If we're not able to do it quiet, then we have the rest of the guys kick up a bunch of noise.
Okay.
Rod, we have negative eyes from our position. We're gonna attempt to get a little bit closer. If we cannot do it quietly, I need you to be ready to make some noise and split them up.
We're ready to fire on ×7. You got to track those ×2 moving south.
Heard. All right, we're moving up.
They keep milling in and out of the fog.
Heard. I'll keep an eye on them. We're gonna move up.
we're ready to fire over here.
I think I got somebody at that doorway. 2 at the doorway, southwest, right there.
All right, you got the one on the right.
Yep.
All right, on you.
3, 2, 1. Take him.
Push it.
We live?
Go live.
Bunch of guys came out of the far left house.
Window somewhere. I took a hit.
Yeah, I don't see him. Oh, right ahead. Doorway. I got you.
We're gonna track those guys on the right.
Yeah, they're pushing us.
Right side. Here, I'm gonna try this long side. Ooh. Hits you up.
Is that Snack talking?
I got hit pretty good by that MG.
Pitts, Rodriguez, how copy?
Solid copy. You got eyes on that MG? It's got us pinned.
Negative. We're gonna
Copy.
start moving in. We're gonna move in from the southwest.
Heard. We're gonna move into the farmhouse itself. Clear it out.
Copy. Let's
Eyes on
move in.
MGs and
Let's
bunker
move in
left
and
side.
coalesce on the southwest building.
2 MG bunkers, center compound.
So what happened right there is Pitts and I were shot through the wall. So there's not really an easy way to defend against that. But going back and watching that section, there was definitely some mistakes that we ended up making, and that's totally fine. I mean, honestly, playing Arma is a lot of fun. You're going to make some mistakes, and the worst thing that can happen is what you saw right there. You just respawn. So basically, we bit off more than we could chew is the biggest mistake that we ended up making. I could try and use the excuse, well, you know what? We couldn't see what we were going up against with all of that fog. True, but you know, the fact that we had split off from the rest of the team and it was just the 2 of us and we weren't in a position to get support from them. And heck, if things were reversed and they were in a bad position, we really couldn't support them either. So I think that was the biggest mistake that we ended up making. I know that I made the mistake of going around and just checking the perimeter to see if it was clear. I was worried that we were going to have more people coming around the corner, but with as much as I decided to move to continue to check what was going on around, I opened myself up to the center part of the compound where the MG was, and AI can see through the fog a lot easier than people can, which is why we were pinned down. So yes, a lot of mistakes right there, but you know what? That's part of the game. It is okay. And honestly, the rest of the team did a fantastic job because once they realized that they were down, they pushed to our location. We were already dead because one of the things that happened is the person who had taken us out continued to lay into us. I think Pitts had 29 avulsions in his head when they came to us. So like I said, we were gone at that point. But they were able to capture the high value target that was in the position, which was our objective. So not only did they make it to us, but they got the guy that we needed to. And when we respawn, we just link up with them and we're heading back to base. Now, the team that was responsible for taking out the Belarusian convoy was able to do that successfully. They actually said that the resistance was a lot lighter than they were expecting. The other team that had to go capture the other money man wasn't able to do that. So we're only with one person that we can get intelligence from. We do the dice roll to see how much information that we get about the next objectives. He says that he knows of 2 CSAT officers that are on the map. That's going to be huge for us. So we're going to go after one with another team of Task Force Odin. And then we've got one team who's going off on their own to go to the other position. So as we're heading to that area, we decide to go through a river or to try and use the defilade to get us up close to where the enemy is. So we're moving there now. There's going to be action up ahead as we're going to try to figure out if we can get to that CSAT officer or at least verify that CSAT is working in this area. So again, more action up ahead.
That's an armed helo.
Yes, it is. It's circling our way.
I'm stuck.
See it on the other side of the trees?
We'll use these buildings as hard cover.
Pitts, Rodriguez, Raiders in position.
Copy. Let me check with Crimson that they're ready to go.
No eyes.
Yes, sir. We are actually
Fuck you.
Guys, I'm gonna move back to your position. Apparently my long gun ammo got deleted out of my bag.
There's a couple guys with heavy armor. Raider, watch the backyard of that one story. Let's bound up these logs. Moving.
2 times marksman down.
We got smoke to the northwest, other side of the town.
See it.
Let's start working on that garage.
I need a medic on Wentworth. Wentworth is down.
He's in the fucking
Careful,
door.
Berserk, you just crossed me.
Oh, my bad, dude. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're all good. I was just letting you know in case
Clear.
you went back.
We got multiple EI in the 2-story building on the north,
Snack on your way.
second floor and first floor.
All right.
They're coalescing on the right side.
Bad frag.
Berserk, you green?
Berserk yellow.
Pitt Senior green?
I'm coming up on you 6.
Berserk's medicing himself.
I'll keep you covered, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
He's right here. He's unconscious.
Where? Oh, there he is. I actually couldn't see him. He is so fucked. Jesus Christ. Drag him behind the building so you're not within line of
Alright, Raiders taking point.
He's dead.
Crimson's got casualties.
Nomad, go ahead and respawn.
Do you need help with Nomad?
He's dead.
Nomad's down.
Berserk, how much longer till you're good to move?
I'm good.
Okay, I'm moving up.
How's Raider's status?
Go.
Rodriguez green. Berserk green.
Snack screen.
Berserk green.
Shooters north.
On your 6 went.
Went just took a round. He's down.
What side? Left or right?
Left.
Oscar Mike.
Covering. Shooters down. Has anybody pushing north?
We should get phase lines going.
He's back up.
Shooter ground floor.
Careful for friendly fire.
Are you guys good? All right, moving up.
Stack.
Set the breach.
Window.
Set.
You got one on the right side, Pitts and Rod. The right room.
Copy.
On you, Rod.
I might have got him.
Go right. Go right. Stairs.
Yes, sir.
Right room. Right room.
We're stacked. Stairs.
With the area clear, we're going to try to find out where the CSAT officer is. I think that I found him, so we're going to take a look here and see if that is the case, as I'm going to call Pitts over here to verify that this is the person that we're looking for.
What about that dude that was armored at the baseline there when we pushed run from the water line? There was a guy with a helmet, vest.
I think I've got him. He's on the west side of this two-story on the northern side.
Heard that.
I got you.
I'm right out here, Pitts.
Keep going up.
Yeah, CSAT Beret, Expeditionary.
Stitching. All right, you're good. You can take off your tourniquet. Did you find him?
Yeah, I think so. You want to come with me?
Yeah. Oh, howdy, partner.
Now that we found the officer, we continue to go through the area to see if there's any intelligence or information that we can get that might help us with the rest of this deployment. One of the things that we recognize, though, is that the other team, who is at the other objective, hasn't been on the radio in quite a while. We try to raise them, and again, we don't hear anything at all. So we're going to get our forces together and try and go over to their location, which isn't too far away, to see if they need any assistance. Our vehicles are quite a ways off, so we're going to commandeer some of the technicals that are at this position, and we're going to use those to get over to their area. As we start getting closer, we recognize that right above them are two helicopters that are orbiting their position, which means something must have happened. Either the helos spotted them or they engaged those helicopters. Whatever it is, that is probably a good indicator that they are not in good shape. So right up ahead, you're going to see whether or not we find them, what we go up against, and what we'll have to face from there. So anyway, enjoy this next section.
Yeah, that helo's close. Yeah, looking at the map, it's shooting at them.
Okay.
Let's pause.
How far away are we?
I'll tell you, hold on. We are 500 meters out.
I just
Wilson marker.
armored out.
400.
I can shoot that chopper.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got armored.
We got
I'm
rear-ended.
Havoc Raider got armored a little. Do you mind grabbing us Zoo Seal?
That was a tree. Yeah.
Well,
Let's get that Dishka set up to where it can engage those helos. And everybody else, we're gonna fucking push in. We gotta find Dagger Team.
you don't have two rear wheels.
Yeah, this Vic's fucked.
You want me to start opening fire on those helos?
Go for it. Once you're dry, push to us. With them. Let's stay with them.
Shit, let's get to this rock right here. Right now, man. Fuck that rock.
Alright, let's do this, boys.
A lot of bodies on the ground.
Interrogative. Raider's gonna need assistance at Dagger's Paws. They're getting hammered by two attack helicopters.
Vic 2's back down again.
Hilo does not like us.
You guys green?
Vic 2 is not.
Vic 2's down.
Copy. Just push to this pause. We'll see what we can do.
Coalescing
seeing
on your
that with?
pause. I think Pitt's senior armored out.
Heard that. I've got negative eyes on Dagger. I'm gonna switch to short range momentarily and see if I can heal somebody.
I think I see him in the southwest farmhouse.
Anyone on Dagger, this is Raider 1, how copy?
Helo's getting ready for a second pass.
This is Raider 1, we are moving in on your position from the northeast. Solid copy.
I don't want to move out in this field.
Be advised, remaining Dagger team element is held up to the west in the wood barn.
Copy, I got eyes on Pars.
Rod, I'm behind you.
Is that any of us on that large caliber right here to the
Hey, affirm,
northeast?
that's us.
Solid.
Hey,
Hilo is down.
Hey there, Wolf, we've been trying to heal you.
Yeah, he's been dead for quite a bit.
Gotcha.
He had like
What were you
fucking
doing?
18 wounds on his fucking arm.
We're doing alright. Choppers are just giving us a hard time.
Find your guy.
I don't even know if there was a guy in there from fucking CSAT. He might be whispering.
Hey, Rod, I could use some medicing.
Copy, coalesce on my paws at the barn. I'm Oscar Mike with Pitts. He's down.
Copy. Out of rockets, all shots missed. Just barely scraped his
Good.
rotors.
Good try, good try.
Fucking door.
Friendly Hilo.
I'm good, I didn't get hit. I'm gonna keep working on him.
We were really unprepared for that MI-24. In fact, I knew that the disposable AT that I had was really one of the only things that could take it down. So I was just sitting there waiting for the right moment to fire it off. I wanted to make sure that I got a hit, and that opportunity never came. Especially with that Artie, though, that ended up hitting me pretty good. I mean, that was going to take me out of the fight for quite a while. I just have to hunker down and get patched up. But obviously, we've got that friendly helo that is near our location that's going to land in a little bit and try and get us out of here. Now, one of the things that I should say here and kind of point out is, as you guys know, we have this dice roll that represents how much information and intelligence that we get whenever we capture somebody. Now, there are negative values that can be obtained as part of the formula for how much information people get. There are different factors that each individual has that could make them more resistant to giving up certain information. There might also be a penalty that's applied for how you decide to question a person. But anyway, people can get negative numbers. And if there's a pretty substantial value that shows up in the negative, it's going to turn into a lie. And in this case, the lie turned into an ambush for the other team. And so while it would have, I shouldn't say it would have been impossible for them to get out of this, you know, unscathed, it would have been very, very difficult for them to not get demolished. And honestly, it sounds like they did a pretty great job given what they were up against. But that MI-24 does end up leaving the area, and we get picked up by the helo, taken back to base, and that is the mission. So at least we did get one high-value target in this mission. We also got information on that one CSAT officer, so it wasn't a complete loss. But This is going to be the entire mission, and actually for the rest of the week I don't have another mission to be able to show you out of Milsim. So I think what I'm going to do is play through a couple of Arma 3 missions just in the Steam Workshop, so make sure you guys come back and check that out. I like being able to play through them, rate them, and all that type of stuff. So maybe I'll do that here this week until we get an opportunity later on in the weekend to have some more of these missions ready to go. But thanks again for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Biggest thanks obviously goes to the people at Patreon who have been supporting me, allowing me to do this. Their names should be showing up on the screen here. But really, if you guys want to help me out the same way they do, because it really does make a difference, just take a look at the description. You'll find the link to Patreon there. But again, thanks for watching War is Hell. You don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I got your 6.